Dawn hosts these, right? These unique connection events because it's about connection, and that's different than networking. And I think Dawn's been very descriptive about why it's different and what happens when we use the word networking in our brains, right? It's like, oh, I have to go network, right? Instead of, I get to connect. I get to meet some really cool people today. So that's what these are all about, is meeting really cool people, getting to know one another, all right? So my hope for you when you leave today is that you have an alternative method, an alternative approach to describing who you are, what you do when you're at a networking event. Because the goal is that even if they call it a networking event, I want you to feel like you're going to connect, right? So connecting is about who we are. So that's what today is about. It's about honoring your uniqueness, so that when you accept your uniqueness, you're then able to go out there and nurture your greatness. Because when you're really stepping into who you are, that's when you show up your best. I was just having a really great conversation with Andrea about some things I've seen her doing differently in her business. And I could see her just shining as she's really stepping into who she is. And that is so much fun. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start with, normally we do introductions, right? We're going to skip that part for now, okay? Because I'm going to give you an alternative method, right? But we're going to do a little bit to just get warmed up. So nobody has to stand up and do anything or not, say your 30-second speech or whatever. But what I am curious about is, when you go to events like this, or if they call it a networking event or a connection event, whatever it is, you're meeting new people. Who in this room has like a 30-second elevator speech or a value proposition or whatever you call it? Like, so raise your hand if you have one. Don't worry, I won't make you say it yet. Okay, so about 4 people I saw. Good, okay, awesome. So if you have one, go ahead, and there's some notepads on the table. Write down what you say in your elevator pitch. Now, if you don't have one, that's okay, because that's what this is about, is to get to connect. So if you don't have one, what I'd like you to do is also take a notepad and write down 3 things you want somebody else to know about you. When you first meet them, what do you want to tell them? Just go ahead and take a minute to write down what you would like to say, what you do say, 3 things you want people to know. Love this. You can see the brains going. All right. Ooh, like pens are still moving. I love it.
I don't know if I can read it back.
Don't worry, I won't make you read it to the whole group.
Left-handed gag right.
Although, why not read it to the whole group, right? You never know. All right. Ooh, this is great. I'm seeing the pens flying. I love it. All right, so it looks like people are wrapping up. Go ahead and finish that up. And now I'm going to share with you what we're going to do next, okay? And I'll share all the details of this little activity first, and then we'll get up and move around, all right? So what we're going to do is you're going to partner up with somebody in the room that you do not know as well as the others. Now, because I know some of you have been to these, so you've met people, right? So try to find somebody that is fairly new to you. You're going to partner up, and then once you partner up, I'll give you about 5 minutes together, okay? What you're going to do is the first person is going to simply, you can read what you have on your sheet of paper, whatever it is, the other person's going to be listening. And I want you to really listen with your eyes and your ears. Okay? And so just listen. And then when they're done, I want you to take your piece of paper and write down 3 things that you heard. Okay? The 3 things that resonated with you about what they said. All right? Then we'll switch. The other person will do that. The other person will be listening intently with their eyes and ears. Oh, wait. I skipped a step. Okay. After you write down those things, then you're going to share it with the person. This is what I heard. Okay? And then you might have like some extra time to just sort of talk and, make small talk. So I'm going to give you a full 2 minutes. And if your elevator speech is 30 seconds, and then you write and you talk, you might have, but so you're going to have 2 minutes. Then you're going to switch. The other person will present. Fine to read it off your paper if that's easiest, whatever's comfortable for you. One person will listen. And then, again, share the 3 things you heard. So you can share more than 3 things if you want. Like if your elevator speech says 10 things, share it all, right? What we're looking for, what I'm watching for is, what I want you tuning into is what resonates with you as the listener. Okay? All right, so we'll do that. So it'll be about 5 minutes. Then we'll come back. Then I want you to go back to your seats, and we're just going to debrief a little bit on that. So I think we have even partners, which is amazing. So, but if you are sitting directly across or next to someone and you know them, please get up and move around and find somebody else. All right? So once we all have a partner, I'll start the timing. All right? So go ahead, get up, move around. This is a great time to just get out any willies, because sometimes when we're meeting people, it feels kind of, it can feel, well, not for you, Mike, but. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, so go ahead, and I'm going to grab my phone to time. All right. So we have, okay, Dawn, if you just go with whoever. Yeah, you can go with Emily. Oh, wait, who are you going to meet with, Mike? Dawn?
We're not even.
Oh, we're not even? Wait, did I mess up? I'm not doing it. So you have to go with Dawn.
I can't go.
Okay. All right, we got it. We're starting the timer. Start sharing. Okay, hey, have fun. That's what this is about.
A year and a half. I was at which is a dehumidifier company. Yes. Okay. Why the face? I feel like you hear dehumidifiers and it's like that's gotta be dry. No. I didn't mean to do face. But yeah.
All right, it's time to switch partners. So if you haven't switched, go ahead and switch.
I don't think I think it's hard to know that unless you have a foundation.
For over a year. That is amazing. Wow, congratulations. You clearly are Are they, so I don't know how to do that in this production. What are they going to do? But that's why is it what I do, because I want to see people succeed, and I don't want to see people give up thinking that they're just not cut out for it. Because if you're in business, if you're following your passion,
I've always wanted to do that. All right. Finish up, and then we'll go back to our seats. Finish with your introductions, and then you'll go back to your original seat. Yeah. Awesome. Love it. So, yeah, if you need more time, take a little more time. I'm loving this. They don't want to be done. You're like, yeah. That's awesome. All right. I'm going to have you head back to your seats. Did everybody get a chance to go? Nobody's listening to me. Did you guys both get a chance to share?
We did.
Okay, you did. Okay.
We used to have like the same part at UW Health that we worked in, same department. Quality. I interned in quality.
That is small. You just never know, right?
Right.
Okay, good. That's so fun. That's okay. No, did you guys both get a chance to go?
We haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you? Who got to go? You went? Okay. So that means, okay, when we share, you know Dawn well enough. You can make some stuff up about what you know about her. There you go. I love it. Okay. All right, we got it. We got it. All right, this is going to be fun, April. That's what happens, Dawn. Think you're getting away with that. All right. You guys both got a chance to share?
We did.
Awesome. Okay, so you can head back to your... Well, you can have more time later. Awesome. I love it. All right. Yeah, that's great. I'm loving this because a lot of times, people are anxious to be done, and you guys are all like, I want more. I want more. Yeah. It's good stuff. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Welcome back. That is, okay, talk about connection. I could feel it. I could feel the connections going on. I heard some laughter, some jokes, some common, like, oh my gosh, we worked in the same place years ago, right? How fun, right? And that's the root of connecting. You guys were already connecting deeper. So I don't even know if my little activity is going to work because you guys are so good at connecting. But all right, so here's what we're going to do. We'll go around the tables, and I just want you don't have to say who you met with or anything. Just say, Sue, we're going to start with you, so if you want to get prepared. All right, so we're going to start with Sue, yeah. So, and what I want you to do is share the 3 things you heard from the other person that you met with that resonated with you, okay? So you can just rattle them off. You don't have to Yeah, say it. So what were the 3 things that really resonated with you?
Paula is very dynamic and passionate about what she believes in. She's working in residential and commercial real estate investment, and first-time home buyers. She's also from Columbia. She's been here for 3 years, and this is not her only job. She has another day job on top of what she's doing.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Thank you. All right, Beth.
Yes. I met with Heidi, and the things that stuck out to me were triplets, because that's amazing. That she really is about connections and empowering people to meet their goals and figure out their goals as well. So that was the number one that resonated.
Love it. Ooh, this is good stuff. Okay, Heidi.
Okay, I met with Beth, and she works in marketing, which on the surface I cannot relate to at all. I don't know anything about marketing. But once we started talking, I found it was so interesting that she was saying about how she works for a commercial builder, and they focus on the quality of their work, which is good for a builder, but also she was talking about how they listen to their clients and they work with their clients to meet their goals, which is exactly what I was about to say after she stopped talking. So I was like, wow, it's a business that I can relate to. And even her in her position, kind of keeping that in her focus with marketing, I thought that is a connection that you wouldn't normally make between a bookkeeping business and a commercial builders.
Wow. Yeah, this is so great. Okay, good stuff. All right, Emily, what did you hear?
I met with Marty, and I heard that he really likes taking care of people, and it seems like that has been a lifelong thing, not just what he's doing now. An insurance provider that cares, and I say that because I think I've met and probably experienced insurance providers that don't. We're just another number. And he knows how to talk, which I admire, because I struggle with talking about myself and just sort of talking in general. But it's very genuine, and it's not like salesy or anything, so that's what I admire, because I make that.
Ooh, good. Yeah. And this is good. And I forgot to mention, even though your partner has shared this with you in private, just really listen to what they're saying about you as they're sharing this back with the girl. It's pretty powerful stuff. Yeah. Okay. April, you get to
with Dawn, and we were very one-sided. We got to meet, and
but you're going to make up some stuff about her now.
No, I know stuff about Dawn. Dawn lives in the forest. She likes yoga. She likes snowboarding. She likes hanging out with her family. That's why she's doing her own business. She likes building connections. Her and I discussed that, with our clients, sometimes it's part therapist, part whatever else you're doing with them. So for me, it's direct. For her, it's more of, we talked about like how, for me, it's maybe because the women that I work with don't have coworkers. Hers is a little bit different, whereas she has her clients have coworkers, but maybe they're at a different level.
Yeah.
Than some of their other coworkers, so they don't have the same issues going on, so they need somebody to work through that with.
Cool. Okay, good stuff. Thanks, April. All right, Mike, what did you hear?
Obviously, I met with Emily. So Emily's business is brand marketing. Okay. But like she said, the hard part is kind of cracking that barrier because, and I asked her to practice her 30-second elevator speech, when she's going to go into a meeting and just meet with somebody, because the more you practice that, the easier it becomes, and then it is who you are. So, and should be very conversational. This is who I am, this is what I do, now tell me about you. Because if you, and she makes it about her clients, and we talk about that. And I said, if you make it about her client, the client's just going to, potential client's going to go and give you what you need to do what you need to.
Yeah, awesome. That encouragement and reassurance
But
that,
you gotta practice it.
yeah.
You gotta practice that, the 30-second, those key points, so you can just put them right in there, and then you don't have to feel like you're kind of giving them a struggle.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. So Emily's great at brand marketing, and you want her to shout that from the mountaintops.
Right.
Yeah,
People need to, we're all in the trust business in this room. You gotta be trusted to work with people. And if you have that 30 seconds where you take that out of the way, because you only got 1 second to gain the trust. So once you do that, you move forward.
awesome. Good. Thanks. Awesome. Good. Lori.
And Andrea, we have a connection because she interned in a department that I actually still work in at UW Health. So we like know the same people and we didn't even know. I heard that she really wants to connect with aspiring business people, but she wants to connect with them early on in their business venture before they give up. And she also has a podcast. So we talked about how she could weave that into her little spiel to show that she's forward thinking, she's working with technology, so she's got like that piece of her business as well.
Good stuff. How fun, Paula.
Well, I had the pleasure to talk with Sue. She works with the senior care community, and you could feel her passion towards what she do. I find that very inspiring, right? Because you can share that energy and you can make other people feel how what is important for you might be important for them too, right? She had an interesting transition from the for-profit industry to the non-profit industry. So of course there are different challenges and characteristics of both. I felt related to her because she used to work with marketing, which I also work with marketing in my 9-to-5 job. So of course I could relate to her too. And something that grabbed her attention is the space that Serendipity Labs provides for people to come and mingle and work. Yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you. I find you very interesting.
Love it. Dawn.
April, sorry, I forgot I had a vote too. So I told April, I really noticed in certain parts of her pitch, her voice was going higher. And I noticed that was the words which she was really passionate about and really stuck out to me. So empowering women, tasks they hate doing. It's a shared journey. She loves the variety of different clientele that she has. And she also holds space for them so they don't have burnout. So those are really kind of the things that really stuck out to me, where too she helps ground them. So I always kind of love, even though I knew a lot about her, but it was also like, these are words that I've noticed in your pitch.
Yeah.
In your voice.
So you were really tuning in with the eyes and ear. Like you really got that part. Yeah.
I was writing.
But you could feel it. You could feel the energy. I love that.
Yeah, you're
Good.
doing it. You're passionate about it.
Yeah. Okay, Andrea.
Alright, so I met with Lori and she mentioned the first thing she said was UW-QSI and I was like, oh, so I was trying to listen to everything else. Obviously, and I was like, oh, I want to talk about this. But yeah, so we had the overlap in history even though we didn't know each other back then, so that was really cool. And she's transitioning into being a leadership coach for mid-level managers, which I think is brilliant because as someone who's been in corporate and healthcare, that's a very underserved population and also a very population they could use a lot of that. And so I thought that was really cool that she is working on that. And it picked up on the word, she said passion. And for me, whenever I hear passion, that always gives me a clue this is your soul's purpose, your soul's path. Our soul speaks to us through our passion. And so I know whenever I hear that, I'm like, all right, that means you're going to be successful if you just keep going. And so I always love to hear when people are willing to take a risk on their passion, because not everyone's willing to do that.
Wow. Wow. Okay. You guys are some masterful connectors. I mean, I really want to acknowledge you for that, because this is not the kind of stuff I usually hear. Okay, so this is really cool, because you guys really were connecting. So thank you for doing that and getting to know one another. What do we typically hear when we go to a networking event and you introduce yourself?
I just have to say, this whole conversation is so interesting because I was talking to my daughter last night about networking events. And I said, I just hate small talk. I just want to go to an event and say, hi, I'm Heidi. Please tell me about your relationship with your mother. You know, you really know people, and that's exactly what you're kind of saying.
On the couch then?
I love it. Yes, the universe is calling. We're speaking. Like, we know this, right? We want to know people, not what we do, how we do it. Yeah, that's important at some point, you know. But usually, what I hear is something like this. I'm Nancy Kalsow. I'm a coach and consultant, and I work with leaders to help their teams develop. Wow, that's good. Do you want to get to know me more? No, I want to get to know you guys more. I want to get to know triplets. I want to get to know, hey, we had worked at the same place years ago. You know, I want to get to know, she's from Columbia. Isn't that cool? Like 3 years she's been here. And she's in our space connecting with us from another country. Holy cow, like that's amazing. This is like, that's the powerful stuff, right? So, whoops, I think I'm supposed to use this clipper thing. This is something that I believe, right? And this is a Nancy quote. You can say you heard it first from Nancy, I think. I don't know. Look it up if you want to find out if that's true, because somebody may have said something like it. But I really believe that who you are is more important than any role you have, any rule you break, or any responsibility you have. Okay? We all play roles, right? I mean, I'm a mom, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a coach, I'm an author. Okay, good. That's all. That's not who I am. Okay? So today we're going to focus on this. Oops. There we go. Who are you really? And some of you have already gotten at some of that, okay? And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because okay, think about when you were a freshman in high school. So I want to go all the way back to freshman in high school. Come up with one word that describes you as a freshman in high school. One word, just shout it out, whatever it is. The first word that comes to mind. That's mine.
Geeky.
Yeah.
Skinny.
Skinny. Follower, yeah. Yeah, right? This is what happened to me. I'm a freshman in high school, and I'm number 7 of 8 children. Okay? So I get to high school, and guess what? They know all of my 6 older siblings. And they know them quite well. Okay? Now, why, I don't know what they all did, but they're known. And on top of it, my dad was the school board president. So teachers knew who my dad was, and all my siblings. So, of course, first week, in a new school, I'm nervous as all get out. I was very nervous as a freshman. And going to all my classes, and all the teachers are like, oh, you're Linda's sister. Yeah, oh, Joyce told me all about you. Right? Oh, you're Steve's sister. You're, all my older siblings. Oh, Kenny's your dad. Uh-huh. I've seen him in action at some school board meetings, right? And I go to English class. This is like now the 4th day. I've been in English class already one day that week, and you get 2 or 3 days a week, right, depending on the mods you're in or whatever. You get to English class, and my English teacher, Mr. Erickson, by the way, who had every one of my older siblings, says to me, so you're Steve's brother? Yeah, I'm Steve's brother. I didn't say brother. I didn't say Steve's brother. I said, yeah. And he goes, yeah, you caught it, Mike, right away. Oh, you're Steve's brother? And pretty soon my whole class is laughing, right? They're laughing, and I'm going, yeah, like, what's the big deal? Oh, so you're Steve's brother? Okay, I finally got it. So now I'm super embarrassed because everybody's laughing at me. I'm already awkward, right? That's my word for freshman. Super embarrassed, and not only that, I'm in English class. And I don't have the darn noun right? And that's what he was doing. He was representing English, right? Okay, at my, my expense. Thank you, Mike, for that word. So it was then that I really started to realize, oh my gosh, like everybody is, they know me because of my siblings. They know me because of my dad. They know me because I'm a farm girl. They know me, right? None of that is who I am. I didn't make the connection really until later, but that was my first time really feeling it. Like feeling like, what is going on here, right? All right, so this is what we're going to work on the rest of the time, and you guys, we're going to cruise because it's already 9 o'clock. All right, so we're going to have some fun. Now, you guys are already really good at this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you focus on, we're going to start by focusing on the bubbles, all right, in this worksheet. All right, and what we're doing here is just really, I want you to claim your uniqueness. All right, so we're going to go through it pretty quickly. I'll put this up on the board so we can see it as well. So this is just a little worksheet to help you really consider a new way of introducing yourself. And this is not a one and done. You can change it as you go, as you evolve, as you grow, but you can also fine tune it. So just know that today is your first opportunity to pull some of these words together. All right, so let's walk through it. In the top left, and I don't know why the bubbles are the size they are, it's probably a marketing branding thing. I don't know if one of those people can tell me, but okay. 2 descriptive words, 2 words that describe you. And you can write in more than you want, just brainstorm. If I had to describe myself, what would you say? And don't overthink it. Just write some words because really you're going to be stringing it all together and it'll all come together and be just right for you. So descriptive words. So I have things like I'm honest. I'm kind of a calm presence. Those are some things that describe me. Okay? So then we're going to move over to the next bubble, your talents. Your talents, your skills. All right, this bubble is really important because I want you to think about talents as what you're naturally good at. And sometimes we use a talent word to describe what we wish we were good at or want to be good at. But when you're talking, when do you feel like you're just this is my thing, I'm really good at this? And I heard some of that as you guys were connecting here. Things that you're really good at. So talents they're natural to you, they come easily, and so they're often the things that come so easily to you, you think everybody else can do it too. Because it seems so easy. So the things that feel easy to you and you like doing. Skills are things that also might come easy to you, however, you had to learn to do them, but now that you've learned, they're like almost natural to you. Okay, so talents or skills, whatever word you want to use. But the key is that these just feel easy to you and you're thinking, gosh, everybody should have this. Like I know you feel like it's no big deal, in other words. Those are the things that are a big deal. Those are yours. Right, so that's talents, skills. Then the next bubble is this core values. All right. Now the thing about core values, again, it's one of those things that you could say, I value honesty. Okay. What I want you to think about, because this is about you, so you can value honesty, but what I want you to think about is how do your behaviors represent what your value is? So you can list the value, but I really want you to feel that value, right? So I am, like integrity is something that's really important to me. So like if I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it, like that is something that I've offended myself. That's so important to me. And so if I don't follow through, I feel like that's against my values. Okay, so that's values are something that if something doesn't happen, sometimes we can find our value more by paying attention to what gets our goat, right? Like when something goes wrong and it really bugs you, that's usually offensive to a value, a deep value that you have inside. And then that last bubble. 4 things, 3 things, 10 things, whatever, whatever you want to brainstorm. What do you find joy in? What brings joy to your life? All right, and then what you're going to notice is at the bottom, I've just kind of color coded it. So you can just go, choose your words, and fill them in with the color. So your characteristics are yellow, talents are pink, and don't worry about if it doesn't read like a smooth sentence. For now, you can just put the words in. You can always add what I call filler words to make it flow smoothly. So just fill it in, and then after you've got your words on each of those lines, read it to yourself. See what you think. I know I moved really fast through that, so does anybody have any questions? Okay. And you can choose which words you want for this round, because that's the fun part about this. I change this up depending on what I'm doing. So for something like today, I'm a calm presenter who is deliberate in what I share, because I believe your uniqueness is more important, your who is more important than your what and your how. I am Nancy Kalsow. I am positively me. Does everybody have, looks like some are still working on the statement, so good, go with that, loving it.
Where's the farm?
What's that?
Where's the farm?
My farm. I grew up right outside of, between Cross Plains and Black Earth.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. We actually just sold it on August 2nd. Yeah, bittersweet. Thank you for, it's like a little bit of both, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Ours was off of Peak.
Okay.
Across
Right,
Plains.
out of Cross Plains. Oh, okay.
Grabbed it
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, Adler.
I
Yeah.
want to drive in there.
Yeah, It is interesting to see after the years go by. We actually have an Amish family that bought ours. So they'll be moving in. Pretty much, yeah. They'll be moving in October. So it'll be exciting to see what changes they make and how that looks. Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Looks like people are wrapping up their statements. So for sake of time, I was going to have you partner back up and share these because, but here's what I'm going to do instead. Who wants to be brave and bold and stand up and say your statement? Paula, yes. Oh, you get to come up to the prize table too. All right. Yeah, all right. Paula. Okay.
Alright, so I am a Colombian-driven woman living in the Midwest. I am organized, disciplined, and task-driven. I value family, integrity, responsibility, and organization. And I find great joy in hiking, traveling, learning, food, and family. I am Paula.
Nice. Paula, would you like a stress gem or a keychain or some little appreciation gems?
The appreciation.
All right, there you are. Thank you for being brave and bold. Anybody else want to be brave and bold?
Emily does. Feet to the fire.
What do you think, Emily? Look at you. Yes.
All over again.
I value sitting. Do you want to come up to the front?
No, oh my
Oh, okay. No pressure. Oh, I love it. Good.
I am a confidently curious, great listener, and brand marketer. I value nurturing relationships, being curious, playfulness, creativity, and find great joy in deep conversations, exploration, building towards my vision, and being an ant. I am Emily.
Yes. Nice job. Okay, appreciation gem, stress gem, keychain. All right. That one says, there you are, because we just saw you. Awesome. Anybody else? Awesome. Thanks, Sue. Yeah.
Okay. I am an energetic North Dakota native with an ability to stay calm, an ability with wordsmithing, and an ability to get the big picture. I value integrity. That was a great word. That's a fabulous word. And a high core value for practicing courtesy, dignity, and respect towards others, and believing in what I do. And I find great joy in my horse, new experiences, answering my curiosity, and leaving the world maybe just a little bit better than what I found it.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. Gem, keychain, appreciation gems.
Appreciation gems.
All right. That's my last set of those. Awesome. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I'll go.
Thanks, Dawn.
I've done this before, but some different words showed up today. So
Awesome. Yes. Yes.
Do it today.
Okay, so I'm a connector at heart and a risk taker. That's a new one.
Oh.
That shines bright through positivity, futuristic, adaptive, and determined. I value family, happiness, joy, integrity, and connection, and find great joy in adventure with my boys, taking time for me, being curious while supporting others' growth and mindset to help them shine their unique self. I am Dawn, the Unique Connector. I am positively me.
Yeah. Dawn, gem, keychain. All right. My son made those. All right. Okay. All right. I want to just point something out. Did you see Dawn when she said that's a new one? Could you see the light in her? Like, oh, like I discovered. Like that feels good, right? That's what this exercise is about. This should feel really good. Like you should be like, yeah, that's me. That's me. And it changes. It changes as we change because we're growing. That's what, another thing Dawn was pointing out is like, that's a new one. Oh, I wouldn't have said that before, but I'm growing. I'm a risk taker. Yeah, I see that now. Pretty cool. Good. Anybody else want to give it a shot? All right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, okay. So here's what I want you to take with you, is to practice this, okay? So this is what I have a framework that I use called the REAL framework. And the REAL framework is REAL stands for reflect, engage, align, and lead, all right? And so we can do this as individuals, we can do this as teams, I use this framework everywhere I go because I believe it is the power behind capturing our uniqueness so that we can really demonstrate our greatness out in the world. All right, so REAL. Here's how you can use this tool. Take it with you, work with it, play with it, read it to other people. So REAL, in this case, I want you to reflect on those natural talents, your true beliefs, and really important, what you want. So often we were talking about like what we need, or I have to do this, like, right? What do you want? Reflect on what you really want. Because when we know what we want, we start finding the things that give us that, okay? So take this tool, reflect on those things, add more words. You don't have to put all the words in every statement. You can use a different statement for every event you go to, depending on who you're meeting, right? Who's the group you're going to be showing up in front of? All right. Then I want you to really engage. Engage is all about, one, say it out loud. I mean, way to go, Emily. Way to go. You said it out loud. Yeah. Paula, you started us off right away. You're like, I'll do this. Yeah, I love it. Jump right in. Yeah. So engage. Say it out loud. And when you're saying it, pay attention. How do you feel? Because how you're feeling when you say it is what other people are noticing. And Dawn said that the very first thing with talking to April, right? It was like, I noticed her voice changed and she was lighting up a little differently when she said the things she was really passionate about. Yeah, watch that for yourself. When do you light up? When you go, ooh, I like that. Ooh, circle that one. You're going to use that one again, right? All right, say it out loud. Notice how you feel. Ask for insight. Share it with somebody. You don't have to wait to go to a networking event to share it. Go back to your office and tell 5 people and say, hey, tell me what you think of this. See what happens. Yeah. Just embrace what lights you up. That's the real part. Okay. Then it's about aligning. So you do that exercise, and this is where you start. This is what Mike was saying. The more you practice, the more it feels like, it's like, yeah, that really is who I am. So I want you to align. And I talk about aligning with autonomy. Like, this is your I am statement. It is nobody else's. You have to decide what the words are. Who you are is more important than any role you play, any rule you break, or any responsibility you have. So align with that. Agency is all about take ownership, right? You get to be who you want to be. Own that. Align with you. And then be in awe. You guys, be in awe of yourself. And I brought this along today for anybody who would like their picture with this sign. Because I am in awe of you, and I want you to feel that awe for yourself. I want you to be in awe of yourself. When you read these statements, I want you to feel awe. Because you are unique. Yeah, this is good stuff. All right, and then last but not least, leading. Use this to lead your life for purpose and greatness. Because when you know who you are, you really will become great. Because all the right people are going to connect with you. You're going to be demonstrating what you have to give to the people who need what you have to give. And that's what I saw right away in this group when you guys did your first connections. There's so much to give. Who you are is what this world needs. So, with that, thank you. I am your real expert. There's my website at the bottom. And more importantly, right now, watch for my book coming in October. Get Real, Reflect, Engage, Align, and Lead. I'm going to have one here.
There you go.
I don't have a date yet. So yeah, I'm actually, this is me manifesting October. Yep, I got some work to do, but it's happening. I'm like, nope, I'm committed. This is happening. So you guys, awesome. Thank you. I hope you took something today that is going to help you at future connection events. And maybe more importantly, just help you claim your who. It's all inside. So thank you. Thank you for being an amazing audience. Here's the picture. Oh, and you want to wrap up, I think, right?